I don't know where I went wrong. I don't know what went wrong.
Oh my baby, got me staring at you, so I'm crazy.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ohemaa Bonsu, and if this is your first time clicking to watch any of my videos, welcome. So we're going to take a look at the BEN NYE foundations, and then I'm going to use a few other new products to go ahead and finish a skin routine for you guys, along with some other products that I haven't used yet that I'm going to give you my first impressions and thoughts about. So this video is going to be a BEN NYE foundation video with first impressions of other brands. Okay, so if you want to see, so I'm going to use rose tonic over my face. Okay, so now that that's done, I am going to go ahead and prime my skin with the, okay, so I'm going to use a Dermalogica Hydra Blur Primer because it is a primer that does not leave a slick residue on your skin. And if you're oily skinned like me, you want a primer that does not make your skin feel slippery, because that will actually help the foundation slide off your face faster. Okay, so now that that's done, I mean, you can tell it's kind of sort of mattified my skin a little bit. So I am gonna use the shade, no, I'm gonna use the shade Cocoa Souffle today. So I'm gonna apply this all over my face, and also remember that it is a really pigmented product, so you only need a little bit to get where you need to go. Okay, and I will be using the Juno & Co. ES010 brush.
Feet both lie, you get to fly with me.
Do you guys see the coverage I'm getting off of this? And plus, these are big fluffy brushes. They're like luxury brushes, and they're $2 only. That's not bad. My lips are chapped again. I'm dry. Okay, so you can see that this looks like skin, but better. Like, it is, like, I'm barely, okay, I have to take my earrings off. Okay, so I'm just tapping and like barely have any product on that thing, and I'm just mixing it into my skin. Okay, so this is what that shade looks like. This is the shade Cocoa Souffle, and I feel like it is a pretty good match for me. You saw how I used it. Like, it's still pretty flat, and I just tapped and buffed in. And you can clearly see that it's like, it's covered my face. So this finish is, I feel like it's a natural finish. It's not like a, it's not a suck the life out of your face kind of matte, and it definitely is a little bit, goes a long way. You can build it up from sheer to full. Okay, so I have over here the BEN NYE Mojave color wheel. Okay, so it has these colors in it, and you can use this to customize your foundation or concealer or whatever. I have been watching a lot of makeup artists lately, and one thing that I've been seeing is a lot of them like to apply your color corrector after your foundation. So I am gonna take, I could take this shade over here to color correct under my eye, because I feel like this one is a little too bright. So I'm gonna just pat into it. Like, I'm just, with all the BEN NYE products, I'm just doing this because I don't want to overdo it and have too much product on my face. So I'm gonna use that right here. Okay, so I feel like I've color corrected enough. Okay, so I'm gonna use my NYX Cappuccino in my NYX HD concealer in the shade Cappuccino.
Oh my baby.
Okay, so I don't have a good enough dome brush to blend it out with, so I'm just gonna use this e.l.f. mineral powder brush. I cannot find any of my brushes today.
Oh my baby, got me staring at you, so I'm crazy. Watch you bend that back for me. We won't stop. Got your feet both lie. You get to fly with me. I can take you down for a ride. I take you around my life. Jaywalking, crosswalking, lip locking, but you, I know it, you know it. We make it.
So it is only befitting that I set my face with BEN NYE Chestnut, so that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm taking this shade over here and I'm just gonna sweep it on my eyelids. It's just something really simple, really fall, but really subtle fall.
Watch you bend that back for me. We won't stop. Got your feet both locked. You get to fly with me. I can take you down for.
I'm taking some of this yellow. I'm going to use that to blend out the outside of this.
I know it, you know it, we make it.
Okay, so I'm gonna be using Bonita lashes, and this is the style Monroe.
Oh my baby. So I'm crazy.
Okay, so I will be using the Sigma Sculpt Highlight and Contour Palette.
So I'm crazy. Watch you bend that back for me.
Okay, and I will take this shade over here.
You get to fly with me. I can take you down for a ride. I take you around my life. Jaywalking, crosswalking, lip locking, but you, I know it, you know it, we make it.
Okay guys, so this is the finished look. Like, I literally wanted to do the most neutral, natural look possible, and this happened. Like, I don't know where I went wrong. I don't know where I went wrong. I don't know what went wrong. Like, I just bronzed up. I'm so sorry. So my thoughts on a few things. I think that the BEN NYE foundation is really good, especially because we get options. You know, you saw the dark ones are dark. They just have different undertones or different tones or different yeah, they just have different tones to them. So that's a really good thing, because that means that we're able to pick the exact one we feel match our skin tone best. I used the shade Coco Souffle, which is MH18 on my as my base, and you saw how it went on. Next time I will use the Americano so we can see how that looks on my skin tone as well. But as far as the foundation, I think that a little bit of that goes a really long way, so you have to use really light hand. If not, it's going to get too much. You have to use as little of it as possible. Okay, one of these retails for $12, and some you might find it some places for $11.50. They do advise not to get it from Amazon, because sometimes the Amazon sellers are not reputable sellers and they actually sell you fake bootleg stuff. So Camera Ready Cosmetics is where I would get it from, because they have a lot of stuff. So maybe do a little research and just make sure that whoever you're getting it from is a reputable dealer, distributor. Okay, so for my blush, I use the Carity blush balm in the shade Burgundy Blast, and this is what Burgundy Blast looks like. I feel like Burgundy Blast is really pretty. It's really perfect, and you know, the burgundy shade in here shows it's really finely milled too. It showed up on my skin tone really beautifully. Look at it. It is so gorgeous. So this is what blush balm looks like. Burgundy balm. There's also Coral Kaboom, which is really pretty as well. There is Berry Bloom, another gorgeous one. And there is, what is this? Pal Pink. Okay, so I honestly feel like I can use any one of these on my skin tone. Maybe not Pal Pink because it might just come out a little too ashy. Not these two, but this one I probably could. If I use a light hand, then it would not look so ashy. So if you ever thought about picking one of these up, I think that they look really good. The color payoff is amazing, and you know, it blended out really nicely too. So yeah, they're not bad. They're actually really nice. Okay, so I used one of my Pixie matte lipsticks today, and it is really comfortable. My problem is that it didn't get dark on this side of my lips. Like, it looks like I intentionally made it look like an ombre type look, but that's not what happened. I wanted it to be as dark as my top lip, but it didn't. So I think next time I might need to use a darker lip liner all over my bottom lip before applying this to it. That way it will give me the darker shade that I'm looking for, but I'm not mad at it. It actually gives it like a different look. It looks like I intentionally did that, but I didn't. We're not going to tell anybody, okay? We'll just say that I intentionally did it, okay? Okay, so I used the Sigma highlight and contour palette, and I really didn't think much of this palette. I honestly didn't think it was going to do anything, but did you see this highlighter? Look at it. It's so pretty. It is absolutely gorgeous, and now I'm beginning to think that I'm going to use this palette more because I like how this highlighter looks on my skin tone. It looks really nice. So I have been using the continuous mist, and I actually do like how it just flows on. It's not like a kush kush kush, it's a one pump and everything comes out kind of thing. So that's perfect. Okay, so I think I talked about everything. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you will let me know down below what you think about the foundations. Let me know what you think about this natural look that turned dramatic. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.